Alright guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're starting off with McFarlane's DC Multiverse, Kyle Rayner. We've got the DC Multiverse Kyle Rayner over here, looking pretty good if I do say so myself, or anybody else would say that. This figure is awesome. So, real quick, accessories. You got the little trading card that they always give us. For whatever reason, this is a thing, and it's kind of cool if you just know what figures you have through your cards. I don't know whatever it is they're doing now with these NFT things, but we get a nice little read up over here for Kyle Rayner. As you know, Kyle Rayner is that struggling artist who Ganthet just shows up to him in an alley and says, "Here, you're the guy," for whatever reason. You know, apparently there's no one else with more will on planet Earth than Kyle Rayner at that moment, even though we got guys like Batman and Superman and any other hero. But hey, we got Kyle Rayner, so thankfully Ganthet, with his bad judgment, decided to bless us with this character. Now, that's one accessory. Got the little card. We've also got this nice little Green Lantern, like specific to Kyle Rayner, the charge to charge up his battery. It's nice. It's, look, here's the thing, I don't know why it's a construct. Isn't it supposed to be like an actual battery like all the other lanterns? So that's a little strange that they did it like this, but it looks nice. It's molded in nice plastic. It's got a bunch of little details like ridges in the handle, and at the front you got the Green Lantern emblem. So it's a pretty nice little accessory there. And then we've also got this base, the standard black base that we get with most of these figures. It'd be nice if we got a flight stand. So luckily I have a few. I only have two, so I have a couple. Right. Now, let's just get into the figure, get him off this little base. Let's really quick just go into the details of the suit, right? It looks a lot different than the lanterns we got from that Endless Winter Wave John Stewart, and then the Hal Jordan and the other John Stewart. Because those figures, they look like they got a lot of crap going on in the chest with all these lines. It looks like a movie figure. If DC for whatever reason comes out with a movie figure, with a Green Lantern movie, and it looks like that, I would not be surprised. We just take it straight out of McFarlane. This one had like a nice little texture, and it's throughout the whole suit. Maybe you can get a good look there. It's throughout the whole suit that he has this little texture, and you can feel it. You pass your little finger on it, you can scratch it. It's nice. It's a nice little addition. I thought through the images that I saw online it wouldn't look good, but it's surprisingly very good looking. Now, let's just get Kyle Rayner on the base over here. So it's something that's going to be running through the Green Lantern figures, hopefully, because it's going to be on the, not Green Lantern, but Lantern figures, hopefully. It's on the, oh my goodness, that's my cat. Hopefully, it's continuous through all the lanterns, because we get to see it on the Atrocitus body piece that comes with Kyle Rayner, and it's on the Sinestro. So hopefully they release a Hal Jordan that's a little more in like a slimline suit, similar to this one, and a John Stewart as well, because they can't really get behind those figures, you know, with all that stuff they've got going on. So as far as, you know, articulation in the figure goes, his head, he can't go up fantastic. It's fine, because you can combine that with the arch in the back, and you get, you know, enough of what you need. You get this the cuff here for the shoulder, so it emulates it emulates a butterfly joint, but it's really just a cuff there to block the gap, because the way the shoulder peg is in the torso, it gives you a similar effect. Plus you get to spin it all 360, and it's not too tight as many other the McFarlane figures are for the shoulder. So it goes up pretty high, a little bit better than 90 if you push it, but I don't want to. It's got a tight biceps with double jointed elbows, these new pretty little wrist and ankle hinges that they do a really good job of blending into the sculpt. Something that I was noting online, by the way, since we're already getting to the torso, is the diaper. Online, the diaper looks ridiculous, but in person, it doesn't actually look bad because you're holding it at an arm's length rather than having it straight in your face as you have it now. So in person, it looks better. Now, to, the torso articulation, it can spin at the torso or at the top of the rib cage, but it is pretty tight the way the sculpt comes down onto the lower piece of the midsection, and you can get that wobbly stuff going on in the torso. Leg articulation, he kicks out pretty well, fine, and his leg comes out pretty good, just like most of the McFarlane figures do. He's got the double jointed knees. Unfortunately, they're cut at a very weird angle, if you're able to tell. For whatever reason, they decided to go with that. It's not too bad though, since it's all black. It does a little bit of a better job blending in. And you've got these nice tall boots here. Now, I'm used to seeing Karl Rayner with some different kind of boots, and I don't know if he decided to switch it up during Blackest night, but this is what we got now. So like I said, double jointed knees. At the odd cut, you got the ankle pivot. It hinges up and down, and you've got toe articulation as well, which is nice to have, but not always necessary. So as for articulation, he's pretty stacked, as most McFarlane figures are, just with those exceptions of the chest, where also most McFarlane figures do not have very good diaphragm articulation. Now, just really quick, back to the detail, because I wanted to go over. The first thing is, here's what you can actually tell. The face is a little bit of a different color than the neck, and it isn't too bad. Oh, sorry, arm is blocking, but it isn't too bad. You can tell, of course, but it's not too bad. It's maybe he's got some vitamin D deficiency, only in his face, because for whatever reason his neck is tan, or maybe he just got a tan and forgot to do it on his face. Hey, people make mistakes. Now let's look at the mask here. I'm trying to get a good angle here. Let's see. There you go. So looking at the mask here, it's pretty well detailed. I mean, it's got like a raised part on the outside, and they've painted the eyes on the inside as well pretty nice. It is a little off-putting at first, because when you compare it to the face, the face of the card here, the whole thing is white. So it's kind of like they tried to do a Batman Earth 1 type art style with the eyes, but they also painted them white. It's kind of like if that Batman sonar thing from the movie, if you know what I'm talking about, how it's like they try to do a realistic white, but there you go. So let's just get into some comparisons. So for some little comparisons, we got Mr. Karl Rayner over here next to the Robert Pattinson side-eye Batman and the Marvel Legends brown suit Wolverine. And from what you can tell, these pretty similar in size to the Robert Pattinson Batman, maybe a wee bit taller, but he's on that base. And then, it's a different scale from the Marvel Legends figures. Let me move him a little bit more back so you can get a full image of him. He's also not straightened out, and Wolverine never stands straight up, but that's a good little idea. Maybe if we can say Karl Rayner's like 6'3", 3 in this scale. Wolverine is his 5'3" self, or 4, or whatever the hell height that little guy is. Also, I just wanted to add in, this is the Atrocitus chest piece that he comes with, and hopefully I'll be completing this wave soon, the Blackest Night wave, and I can get a Atrocitus review out there. Gotta get that Deathstorm, that Zombie, Batman, and Superman. And now we're just gonna bring in here another DC Multiverse, since that's what this line is, just to get another sense of what he's gonna be like in our collection. We've got the Titans Wave Nightwing over here. Oh, there goes Nightwing. Down like Tyron Woodley. Anyway, there we go. We've got Nightwing, and he's a little bit shorter, which is odd to me, only because Nightwing is supposed to be older, and I mean, older doesn't necessarily mean taller, but they're supposed to be similar ages, no? I remember Kyle Rayner being in the Titans. That being said, this is Blackest Night Kyle, so let's just say he grew a bit, and he grew into his britches. So it's a very nice sized figure. It's not too tall. It fits in pretty well, and all in all, it's a sick figure, and I really enjoy it. It's my favorite Green Lantern from the DC Multiverse figures, because like I said, those other figures have a lot going on. The 2 Green Lanterns that we've previously gotten. So, and just real quick, I forgot to mention the other accessory, you know, it's been here the whole time in the review, but I never mentioned it, is this nice anime sword that he is going to use to cut down all his enemies, including Sinestro. So, like I said, I really do like this Green Lantern. I like it a lot. He will be the definitive Green Lantern up until McFarlane decides, Mr. McFarlane decides to put a nice little classic spin on John Stewart and Mr. Hal Jordan, and hopefully we also get a nice classic turtleneck vested up Guy Gardner. And if he so wishes, he could also toss in a nice little Build-A-Figure Kilowog. I don't know, I'm just saying, hey Todd, you want to hire me? I can design all the ways for you, Mr. Todd McFarlane. Sorry, not Todd, Mr. Todd. I'm just trying to be respectful here. Alright, there you go. That's that DC Multiverse Kyle Rayner from Blackest Night.